Hi everyone, welcome in to all of the gorgeous souls here inside of the channel. Whether you are returning or this is your first time here, it is an honor and a privilege as always to connect in with your guides, my guides, our higher selves, and just really tap into the energetics of the collective. My name is Lauren Dorsey. I am the host of the channel podcast. I am the creator of the Elemental Experiences, and I am also just very eager to be here today inside of this new moon in Scorpio portal with your collective energy reading for this experience today. So before I get into the cards and the reading, I just want to open up with a little bit about this energy that we're in right now. For those who do not know, I am a Scorpio sun, I'm a Virgo moon, and a Libra rising, and a Libra Venus. So for me, I am loving this current Scorpio season. It is obviously a time of my solar return, celebrating my birthday. This is a very high energetic time for me, and I love that. And at the same time, I know that Scorpio is all about depth and transformation and the death and rebirth cycles and going deep into the underworld, right? Into the mystery of life. And I realized that for some of us who are not Scorpios or have heavy Scorpio placements in their charts, like for myself, I am a Scorpio stellium. I have 5 Scorpio placements in my chart. But for those who do not, and even for those who do, this time of year, this season can feel like it rocks your world, like it shakes you to your core. And I want to be mindful in how I'm saying that because it's not always bad, especially for those of us who truly know how to embrace change and transformation. It can still feel scary. It can still feel like we're walking on shaky ground. And at the same time, 222 on the timer as I'm saying this. And at the same time, we know how powerful it is and how integral this is for our soul's evolution and our human's evolution. Let's just be honest and call it what it is. We're here in this human experience, and the human has to evolve as well. So all of that said, I know that this time of year, this season, can be different for everyone. So I wanted to pull some cards, touch on some things. Typically on my social media platforms, I do a pick a card or a pick a pile reading. And I thought with the launch of this podcast that I would do something a little bit differently this time by just going in, just pulling the energy of these cards. If you've been following me and you follow these pick a card readings, then you know that no matter what card or pile you choose, it always feels like the entire reading is for you. So I thought, let's do it a little differently this time and just go all in with the reading. So what exactly is it about this Scorpio new moon that is so exciting or so, shaking or so disruptive to our current realities? Well, again, this new moon is sitting in Scorpio. So that's energy that naturally pulls us inward. So I want you to think about depth, truth, clarity, and emotion. When I say emotion, I'm saying emotional honesty, emotional regulation, and a little reminder that when we go through healing and release, we have to feel it to heal it. It has to bubble up to the surface in order to be released from the depths of where we are holding those emotions in the body. So new moons are always a reset and new beginning, and that's great, right? But this one is so much more than that. It is so much more than just new moon, new me, new moon, new beginning, right? This one is a recalibration. So this is a moment for you to really get quiet, to listen, reconnect with what is real for you right now and what you desire. Allowing, again, those emotions to bubble up to the surface, the I'm not good enough, the why her, not me, the who am I to do this, all those things can be very present in your world right now, no matter how much intellectual knowing you have of this work, why that may not be serving you, those thoughts, those emotions, and at the same time, they're very real and they are possibly very present in your reality. For those of you who that does not align with, kudos to you. Help me hold space for those who are in it, because we all know what that feels like. So Scorpio energy is really highlighting what is ready to be released, right? Just like I said, and what is ready for you to reclaim. It's kind of stripping away that noise so you can hear your intuition more clearly. And again, before that happens, it all has to bubble up to the surface. We have to sit with it. We have to face it. So this lunation, Scorpio new moon, is supportive for setting intentions around healing, renewal, choosing your path that feels more aligned for you, right? The path that feels more aligned than forced. So for those of you who have been forcing, this is the time to lay that down. So as I go throughout this reading and really connecting in with the energy, I want to turn into those deeper layers of you. Not just, oh, here's what's coming, but what your soul is really being guided here to notice, to shift, to trust, and to allow. So I invite you to just take a couple of deep breaths here with me, to open yourself up, to allow yourself to receive these messages in whatever way they land for you. And as I always say, leave what does not serve you for someone else. Just take what resonates here. It is a collective energy, a collective reading. So there will be parts of this that don't land in the moment, may in the future. Maybe they don't land at all. And this entire reading could feel like, I swear that was for me. If something creates a spark, a shift, a sense of knowing, anything at all, that is your inner guidance system speaking to you. So trust it, allow it, don't second guess it. I always open these up with an invitation to really connect into your own intuition here, into your own knowing, and see what comes through for you as I'm speaking. See where that lands in your current reality. See where that lands in your desires, in your knowing, in your pathway. So closing your eyes for just a moment, if it feels good to you, placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, maybe palms facing up, palms facing down in your lap, whatever feels good to you. And with your eyes closed, completely exhaling out, emptying out the lungs, and a deep inhale in through the nose. And then let it go with an audible sigh of relief. Make it weird. I do not care. Nobody can hear you. Let it go. Let it sound funny. Let it sound weird. Activate that throat chakra there. 2 more times. Inhaling in. And then last one. Deepest breath you've taken all day, all week, all month, all year. Hold it at the top for a moment. Allowing it to just gather up everything that is sitting inside of you that you are ready to let go of. Gather up the energies. Holding it just a bit longer here. And now slowly with control, we are going to exhale out through the mouth, like breathing through a straw. And when you reach the bottom, returning into a natural, normal rhythm of breath for you, go ahead and ask your question, set your intention, or just simply open yourself up to receive what you need to receive for your highest and best path right here and right now, today. When you feel complete with that, you can go ahead and open your eyes back up into the space that you are in. Taking a little moment of gratitude to yourself for being here, to your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones, your divine spirit team, whoever, whatever you feel aligned to work with. Deep love and gratitude for them being here with us today. And with that, let's get into it. So the first card that I pulled, and I did this with 2 cards. So there's message number 1 and there's message number 2. You could set the intention right now, pick a number, 1 or 2, and see if your message comes through that reading for you, that card for you, or you can simply sit and listen to the entire experience. So message number 1, card number 1 is actually card number 3, awareness. This is your key to healing. This is noticing patterns and illusion, and it's an invitation to pause. Here's what I have coming through for you in connection to the awareness card. There's two parts of this, is that a lot of you, so the messages are coming in. So a lot of you have been very heavily dependent on intellectual mindset, everything that you know. Okay, that's your awareness. You have so much awareness. And I talk about this all the time inside my marketing, inside my programs, inside my readings, is that we cannot just have awareness. We are not just a brain. We are not just a mind. We are a mind, a body, a soul. We have a heart with emotions. We have a body with a nervous system. We have an energetic body that carries our frequency. There's so much that makes up the whole of who we are, that we cannot just be our mindset. We cannot just have what we know. There is this saying for years, like, knowledge is power. It's actually not. It does absolutely nothing for you to know things if you do nothing with it. So when I think about knowing and awareness and knowledge, to me, that's like the learning, the understanding. But a more masculine and active approach to that is the action. The fierce feminine, the power is in the doing. It's what you do with that awareness. And what I'm feeling for you is that you are shifting identities right now. So yes, right now through this new moon in Scorpio, all of this may be bubbling up to the surface, but that's because your soul is saying to you, enough is enough. It's time. It's time for you to move beyond what you know. Move beyond the mindset work into the body, into the spirit, move into the heart, move beyond the intellectual. Move beyond the, and I know some of you are going to get this, piles and piles and piles of notebooks with notes that you've taken from trainings and classes and events that you've attended, and then yet you've done nothing with. Listen, I've been there, okay? I get that. I know that feeling, is that sometimes we are in a season of consumption, consuming. I need to learn more. I need to know more. Always out here and chasing, like, where is the key? What's the secret ingredient? Where's the secret sauce? And we're out here buying all these programs and taking all these classes and going on all these trips and following all these people who seem to have it all together and trying to duplicate what they do and learn from them. And that is amazing. I don't minimize that in any sense. And there's also a second piece to that, is that the implementation. What do you do with that knowing? Now that you have these tips and tricks and information and all this knowing and this awareness, what are you going to do about it? And I feel like your guides are just coming through so matter of fact and so sassy, where you're like, well, I know this. And your guides are like, yeah, and what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do with it? Like, I almost feel like I'm like bumping my chest out at you, like getting tough with you, like, and what are you going to do about it? Like, that's the energy of some of your guides coming through here, is like, okay, what you know is amazing. Your awareness is great. Are you going to do something with it? Are you going to do something about it? So listen, I'm going to say, for those of you like me who don't respond well to that tough love, that sassy talk, that message may not have been for you. But to those of you who need it direct, who need it bold, who need it fiery, that is your message from your highest self, from your guides, is that you are ready to move beyond your knowing, and it's time to move into the doing. You already know enough. You already have enough. Your awareness is amazing. Okay? Being self-aware is wonderful, and it's time to do something about it. It's time to do something with it. The second part of this is that some of you listening, actually lack awareness, or at least you feel like you do. You're in this space of, I have no idea what is going on. I have no idea what is wrong with me. Something's got to be wrong with me. And you're going down this rabbit hole of like, what is wrong with me? I have to figure this out. And what your guides are saying to you is, A, nothing is wrong with you. You're literally just a human here on earth trying to figure it out just like the rest of us. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not broken. You are not damaged. You're not behind. There's nothing that you don't know or don't have that you need in order to move forward. And when we talked about noticing patterns and illusions, 1515 on the timer, as I say that, write that down. That might be an angel number for some of you to look at. When we're talking about noticing the patterns and illusions, first of all, we're in that space of doing that. This is the Scorpio new moon. So it is like, let's go, sister. Inward, we are exploring the depths of our soul, the depths of our shadows, noticing our own patterns, our own limiting beliefs, our own illusions. And what I mean by illusions is like the illusions we place upon ourselves. That thought of, well, I don't have what it takes. I don't know what I need. I don't know enough to do that. For me, it was always, I don't know how. I have the awareness, I just don't know how. I know I need to get better at this, I just don't know how. I know this is possible, I just don't know how. And I would sit in that belief that I didn't have the how. And somewhere along the way, somehow I was going to learn the how. Somebody was going to come through and teach me the how. 1616 on the timer. Lots of duplicate numbers here. Definitely pay attention to these numbers coming through because my eyes don't always go to that and they seem to go to it directly when the number changes to that. So these angel numbers are going to be a lot for some of you. Meaning there's more messages in that. What I'm getting from this is that, again, like you're ready to move beyond. Okay, so part one of this was like for a lot of you who have the awareness, it's like, okay, it's time to do something with that. Part two of this is for those of you who think you do not have the awareness, and your guides are like, you actually do. You actually really do. You know everything that you need to know. You have everything that you needed to have. You have everything required to move forward. You have to take the step. You have to take the action step. And in doing so, or I should say before doing so, they're saying pause here for a moment. Let's really go inward. Let's really take a look at this. Do you really believe that you do not have everything that you need? Do you really believe that you don't know how? I have to laugh because I feel like I have a whole community of guides here, right? And some of you are like, yeah, I do believe that. And your guides are like, just keep going. So for those of you that are like, yeah, I do. I actually really do believe that. I feel you. I honor you. I'm sending you so much love. Keep listening. There's going to be something in this for you. But I really feel that like I know for sure without a doubt, I'm claircognizant. So these things just drop in for me and I just have this knowing without being able to see it or hear it or feel it. I know that many of you actually do know that you have what it takes. It's this like, oh, thank you so much. You've almost become this self-fulfilling prophecy. You've talked about, or someone has told you, or something for years that like you needed to learn more, you needed to get smarter. Some of you maybe had leaders, coaches, mentors, bosses at work, people of authority in your life, or that you viewed as authority or put on a pedestal that almost made you feel like you were never enough to their benefit. So one example is like I worked with someone in the past who had a coach that was like, oh, you're almost there. You know, yeah, you're doing great. You're almost there. You just need a little bit more work. And it was always like, buy this next program now. Now you need this, you know, and it was just always to their benefit. Another one is like having those people in your life that are like, I want you to do really, really well, except I don't want you to do better than me. Like they're cheering you on and they're encouraging your success until you become better than them. And then you're no longer good enough. And then, you know, the smear campaign begins and then the friend breakup happens. And you know what I mean? It's like those people who are pushing you along, but then all of a sudden they see how well you're doing and you almost become a threat. I have no idea where that just came from because it has absolutely nothing to do with awareness, but that message came through for someone. So, oh, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing it full circle for me. So they're saying those of you who believe you lack the awareness, who believe you don't have the intellect, the skills, the talents, the secret sauce, for those of you who truly believe that you don't, know that it comes from an external conditioning. This was a belief that was projected onto you and programmed within you by someone other than you, because you came to this earth, you came to this world with the knowing, with the awareness that you are a divine being, that you are a powerful soul, that you do have everything that you need in order to live out your soul purpose and mission. And for those of you, because this just came through very clearly for me, for those of you who are questioning your purpose, like, how do I define my purpose here? How do I truly know what my purpose is on this earth? You follow the breadcrumbs of laughter, joy, excitement, those full body yes moments, those moments that make absolutely no sense whatsoever, but you want to do it. I talk about this inside of my intuition pathway and my psychic and clairsense pathway, where I teach people how to do this, where it's not always going to make the most sense. You can be driving home from work and always make a right and something told you to make a left. And you can either trust it and go left and not know why, right? It could have saved you from something. It could have saved you from traffic. It could have saved you from an accident, things like that. You could end up driving past something that's new that you're excited about, and boom, 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 it's a domino effect. It opens more doors for you, anything at all. Or you can ignore that inner ping, that inner breadcrumb, and you can go right and get stuck in traffic and go, oh, I should have just went left. It's like, what kind of life do you want to live? Following these breadcrumbs, leading you into joy, into happiness, into excitement. Intuition, your inner guidance, it doesn't always make sense. The intuition and the soul does not guide us through logic, through the human way of doing things. It guides us from this higher level, more limitless, boundless energy, this divine, higher level conscious way of being that knows no limits whatsoever. And it makes me think of, was in a masterclass last week listening to a talk, and she said, in terms of limitations, it's either there are none or you are it. And that statement keeps standing out to me all week. But even with this coming through, it's like, that is exactly what's true. We place, and that's that, like, the illusions that we talked about, noticing the patterns and these illusions, these limitations that we place on ourselves. The truth, the divine soul truth, is that we are limitless. There is infinite potential. There truly is nothing standing in your way. So when you sit with this and you notice and you gather your own awareness here in that pause, and we start identifying what our blocks are, what our patterns are, what our illusions are, what our limiting beliefs are. For some of you, you just need to stay curious right now. No judgment, no shaming, no criticizing yourself, just curious, just noticing and making a list. And then you would probably move into part one of this message, where it's like, okay, now what are you going to do about that? So depending on where you are in your journey, specifically around the concept of awareness, you either have so much awareness that your soul is like, okay, you're done, move. Like, that's it. You've learned enough, you've gathered enough, it's time to do something about it. And then for some of you, again, depending on where you are, for some of you, you really have to sit and pause and take a moment in reflection and start building your awareness. 2444 on the timer as I say that. So to really identify where you sit within this, because I feel like this is one end of the spectrum to the other as far as awareness. So to really feel into intuitively where you are, again, I'm just inviting you to sit with that and ask yourself, do you truly believe that you do not have what it takes? Do you truly believe that you don't know enough? Do you truly believe you still have more to learn before you can fill in the blank, launch the business, make the move, have the conversation, launch the idea? Like, do you really truly believe that you're not ready? And I'm not saying, do you really truly believe this from an intellectual, very human, high surface level perspective. In the depths of your being, do you really truly believe God, source, creator, universe, spirit sent you here on this soul mission without everything that you needed within you? 2555 on the timer. So some of you are really ready. It's like, okay, you've gathered enough awareness, move. And then for those of you, yes, it is time. And when you sit with that question, and I'm sorry, I mean, it's time to really like sit with yourself and build your awareness. So when you sit with that question of what do you truly believe in the depths of your being, you will find your answer in which one of those pillars you kind of fall into. Am I in this group of I've just been consuming way too much and I need to start like sift and sort and make moves, step forward? Or is it really time for me to start sitting in reflection and gathering and building my awareness so that I can sift and sort and move? It's like if nothing changes, nothing changes, that saying. So it's like you are here and you are ready to either move forward or to start learning in order to move, but you cannot sit still anymore. That is message number one, card number one. Card number two is the number 4. And I love the number 4 because this is truly about like groundedness, stability. I'm getting this like something about the box breath, when it's like in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. It's like the 4, the box, the cube is like building the solid foundation. It's really bringing me this feeling of like grounding, and it's an earth card. And the message here is honor the journey. Don't rush. Experience life. Respect others. Allow messes. Allow the mess. I hear this song in my head. Oh my goodness. And I loved it. It was like going around TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And it was that young kid and he was singing, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. And that song is like replaying in my head. For some of you with this is like that. There's really a big message in those words for you. When it comes to allow the mess, there's always a gift in the pain. There's a gift in the mess. There's gifts in the chaos. Even if we can't see it in the moment, it's there. So when we say honor the journey, this is really about like this. I'm hearing preconceived notion that everything is supposed to look this way. Like, I don't know who needed to hear that because I don't even speak that way, but it's like this preconceived notion that everything must look this way. It's a very like literal and matter of fact and just like rigid. And I don't know, it's almost like coming from your boss at work. Like, it's just like from the CEO or something like that. And you are the CEO of your own life. You are the creator of your own life. Like, honor the journey. It doesn't have to look the way you thought it would. Also, there's something about timing here where like time does not exist. Time is so irrelevant. I always say my messages are timeless because, in 2929 on the timer as I say this, I always say my messages are timeless because, okay, yeah, it's November 20th. We're in a new moon in Scorpio. That's what's happening in the sky right now. And I'm bringing you these messages right now, yes. And at the same time, you may hear this in a week, and these are the messages that you needed to hear, and you might look back and go, oh my goodness, that is exactly what happened last week. Oh my goodness, this is exactly what that week shifted for me. So even if you're not listening to this right now and it comes later, it's like time is irrelevant. We place time on ourselves. That is going back to that like patterns and illusions. Like we place timelines and restrictions on ourselves. Stop trying to rush the process. This is a beautiful journey. The magic is in the details. For some of you, you have this like idea of that preconceived notion, right? You have this idea that life isn't going to feel or be magical until you reach the end point, like until you reach the desire or the goal. And Spirit wants you to know that the magic, the miracles, the juicy vibes, the glimmers, it's actually in the journey. It's in the mess. It's in the pivots, the moments that feel like they're not working out. The moments, if everything would be perfect all the time, then what would joy and laughter and happiness even be? What would success even be if it just always worked out all the time? So I'm getting this like slow down in order to go fast. Like that 3113, so 3113 mirror number there. But it's like that idea, like stop and smell the roses. That's the idea that I'm getting with this message here of like, you're so future, like so hyper focused on the future. You're future projecting everything that you're forgetting to be present in the right now. There's magic and beauty and miracles in the right now. Even if it feels messy, even if it feels like you're behind, even if it feels like everything is falling apart, this is your opportunity to get excited. Like, I'm not excited for anyone's detriment. Let me just say that. But when things get a little chaotic in my world, I'm like, whew, here we go. It's almost like when you get on a roller coaster and you pull the bar down and it's like, you didn't even start the uphill battle yet, but you know things are about to get crazy. And you know that, okay, as I drop down, it's going to feel really scary, but I know that I'm going to be laughing, I'm going to be screaming, I'm going to be having fun. Maybe not everybody. I'm not a roller coaster person, but that was the analogy. So some of you might be. So it's this feeling of like, buckle up. You know things are about to get really, really good. Even if they're messy right now, even if they feel really, really bad right now, even if they feel unclear, uncertain, unsure. This is your moment. This is your moment to embrace the journey, find the magic in the mess, find the miracles in the moments. Experience life is like experience life. I say this all the time. If you've heard me before, I'm going to sound like a broken record when I say this. You are not a human being seeking out a spiritual experience. You are a divine spiritual being sent here to this earth to live out a human experience. So the message here for you, what you're being guided to do, is experience life in the present, in the now. Not pushing forward or focusing on the past, right? Really focusing in the moment, in the right now. 33:33 on the timer. You are truly bringing something to life. Okay, there is magic, miracles, passion, joy, all brewing in your womb space. Especially for us as women, our womb is like our center of creation. Inside my experience right now that I'm leading the alignment series, this is actually the week that we are in, is all about, we're working in the energy of the womb space, the energy of creation and inner power. And it's coming. It's coming. There is nothing for you to second guess, to worry about. You don't need to future project it. You don't need to worry about what went wrong or what went even right in the past. The past is behind you. You also do not have to worry about the future. The only thing for you to do is experience the right now. And even now, and now. What I mean by that is you look at the clock and you're like, what's right now? Okay, Tuesday, November 20th, I'm going to be present today. No, not today, now. Now is now gone because now it's now. Is that making sense? Really getting into this present moment. I've learned most of this, believe it or not, through getting massages. When I'm laying on the massage table and I'm trying to relax, and it feels amazing as she's like calming me down. And then all of a sudden I used to notice 15 minutes into the massage, my mind is wandering and I'm like, when did she end up on my leg? It's like I totally missed the experience because my mind was wandering, thinking about things that happened before I got there, thinking about what I needed to do next. And I never allowed myself to fully just embrace the right now, to be in the beautiful, magical energy of the experience, because my mind was going everywhere else. I never allowed myself to be in the now. 35 on the timer. So the message for a lot of you is like, experience life. Some of you are working like you're taking life way too seriously as well. You're like overworking. All you're thinking about is money, success, career, job, finances, economics. And like, I want to just, first of all, I don't want to come off like I'm being insensitive. I know that many of us as humans, we are here to experience human life. So for many of us, the state of the economy and all of it feels very real for us. And at the same time, Spirit is kind of like, you're taking this way too seriously. And this came through in one of my last readings that I did. It was something about politics. Like, there's so much right now. It's like in our faces. You can't ignore it if you tried, because it's everywhere. I mean, you can't even drive down the street without seeing some kind of sign posted somewhere. You can't get on social media or open up Google without some kind of article popping up in your face or someone's beliefs popping up in your face. The only way to escape it is truly to unplug completely. For some of us, you can't even walk out your front door because your neighbor might have a sign and there it is in your face. It's truly about being in the moment, in the now, disconnecting and unplugging from everything external and getting yourself into the moment, getting yourself into this present now. What you are working to bring into creation is coming. It's on its way to you. It's coming from the womb space, and the sense of it's coming from like the sacral chakra, the passions, the joy, getting back to, how do I know my purpose? Well, it's the thing that lights you up. If you know your human design, you know, are you emotional, non-emotional? Is it a sacral? Yes, a sacral. No. There's a lot of us are very knowledgeable about our human design, and we learn to apply that to life. When you do, try not to get too hung up in even that. You are allowed to follow your intuition. You are allowed to follow what feels true for you right now. So whatever you are trying to birth through you, whatever you are working to bring to life, whether again it is a business, an idea, a hobby, a new relationship, you want to make a move physically, maybe you want to move into a different home, maybe you want to move into a different state, a different country, whatever it is that you are wanting to bring new into your reality, it is on its way to you. You are ready. There's nothing more that you need to do. There's nothing more that you need to learn. This goes back to that message from the awareness. You see how these always come full circle? There's nothing more that you need to do, learn, become, have, gain. You have it all right now. All you need to do is drop into this present moment. Be here in the moment with yourself. Focus on your own energy. Focus on your own frequency, your upgrades, and allow what you are calling in to drop in. I feel like this Honor the Journey card really has a lot of kind of different messages here. And when I think about them all, including the awareness card, and I think about all of this dropping in this new moon, again, the new moons, yeah, they're about new beginnings, but this is really like an identity shift. This is really about like, this isn't just saying, I set my intention that I'm going to start eating healthier. No, no, sister, your soul is like, yeah, we're beyond that. We're beyond this like earthly, mundane stuff. You're ready to go deep. You're ready to make a real soul shift. What I mean by that is a shift at the soul level. Some of you have these I'm hearing like ideas, desires, idols, mentors, and then pedestal. It's very strange. It's like it almost like listed it out to me the way that I just channeled and this dropped in the way that I just channeled this through. It was like idea, desire, mentor, I don't know, something, and like pedestal. Like you're placing everything on a pedestal. You're placing everything outside of you as above you in somewhat, for some reason. It's like this coach and mentor on a pedestal, this desire that I want on a pedestal, money on a pedestal, my spouse and partner pedestal. It's like everything you're placing everything on a pedestal as if it's above you and you're beneath it. And your guides are like, where did that come from? Why? Why do you think this person is above you? Why do you think this thing is above you? Why do you think money is above you? Why do you think, and so on. And the message in that, and again, going back to this like pausing, noticing patterns and beliefs and things like that, really asking yourself, where did that come from? Where did that idea come from? That the things that I desire are above me? Because if we are truly one of one, if God is truly within us and all around us, the source, universe, creator, spirit, energy, we all know that we are all one. So if we are all one, then money, your desires, the other people, these things and people and places that you're putting up on pedestals, then you have to also place yourself on one, or nobody gets to be on one. There's no difference in worthiness, in talent and skill. There's no difference. We are all here walking each other home. Yes, we can learn from one another. Yes, we can grow from something someone teaches us or feel happier in a different place, right? Like, yes, there's other people, places, things that can activate something within us, yet you have something to activate in others too. And that is the message that Spirit wants you to really, 4242 on the timer here, to really anchor into. Yes, these people, places, and things can activate something in you that is part of their purpose. You are meant to find them, to work with them, and at the same time, you have something to activate in others too, so stop waiting. You don't have to do things in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months. You can do it right now. Be in the now. Find the magic in the now. That's like the message. Find the magic, the miracle in the now, in the mess, in the moment. So that was message number 2. I feel like I don't even know what just happened here. I feel like I don't even know how to close this out. I love all of this. I feel like there's nothing more for me to say. My human brain wants to come in and do some like fancy closing of this episode. And truly, your guides are like, that's it. Nothing left to say. I feel like your guides are like, mic drop, we're done. So I hope that all of this was helpful for you. I hope that you got the answers to your questions. I hope that you received exactly what you needed to from this experience in this moment. We are here at the Scorpio new moon. There's a lot of magic happening in the air, in the cosmos right now, and I am just celebrating you, honoring you in the moment, in the mess, in the miracles, and sending you so much love and happiness and joy and abundance as you set out on this new journey. Again, please remember that the Scorpio new moon is not just about new beginnings. It's not just about setting seeds of new intentions. This is about truly, truly shifting in the core of who you are. And that you're ready. Whether you need a moment of pause for reflection or you need a moment to get your action plan in place, it is time. I love you. See you next time.